Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly video, another weekly haul video. And it was the monthly meet, my local Diecast meet last weekend, last Saturday. Today is Saturday, March 2nd. But anyway, I got like 42 cars, so I got a ton of stuff. So this is gonna be one of those episodes again where I'm not gonna be able to show everything in the second half. I'm not gonna open everything anyway because some of it's duplicate stuff for me, some of this Autoworld. But as usual, I am gonna show you everything in this front half of the video, and then we will open some of this stuff up. Some of this stuff, of course, will go into 10 Car Tuesday episodes. And others just will be hoarded. All right, so let's just, without further ado, take a look at what we got. Starting with this, Racing Champions Grand National. I never found this white one when these hit the pegs, so I am glad to get this one now. I have the black one, and now I've got the white one, which is version B. This is from 2017 Racing Champions Mint Release 2. So long in the store and gone. So I was glad to get this from my buddy Josh Shampoo. Thank you very much, bud. So got that one. We will open that one up in the second segment of the video. We will also open up these two vans. Well, vans, you guys might know him. That van guy on YouTube is in my local group and always hunts down vans that I am missing as well as stuff that he is missing. So we've got Lansing, Illinois PD and DuPage County, Illinois Animal Control Racing Champions police vans. We will open up both of these in the second segment and take a look at those. So thank you very much, Andy. And he also hooked me up with a really good deal on this Sugar Daddy van. This is from like the Sweet Ride series. These were only available, I believe, in a box set. So this is a super van that I did not have. So I guess I could take it out of the Protecto because we are going to open it. So this is just one I needed to check out the list, and he got it at a really good price and then only charged me cost for it. It's got a cracked blister on it already, but I don't care about that. You guys know that. All right. So there's that. And then my buddy, oh, one other thing from that van guy. He also hooked me up with one of these. This is the red Inside Story. This one's kind of beat up. Probably won't take too close a look at it in the second half. But this will be a placeholder until I find one of these that's in good shape. It's kind of an older minivanish casting I kind of dig. So there's that. All right. And then for my buddy Justin, he gave me an insane deal on these two pieces. I believe this is the original series Retro Entertainment Back to the Future Time Machine. This is the one that's actually painted gray. It's not Zamac. And then this Boulevard series DeLorean, which I did not have. So I'm really stoked to get both of these. I'm actually going to open both of these up. And yeah, so that'll be cool. All right. Gotta love a DeLorean. So those items we're definitely going to open. We're also probably going to open these as well. I got a ton of stuff from my buddy SC Diecast, who I've mentioned several times on this channel. He gave me just a stellar deal on some Diecast. These two were involved in that. I was not going to get these two Mini GTs, this particular Honda Civic, just because I'm not like a huge fan, I guess, of this car. I mean, it's cool. I don't know, I guess it's kind of neat. And Mini GT does a good job, but he had these on his table for sale, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to pick them up. So I picked up the white one and the yellow one. And he had the red one, too, and I think he still has them in stock. But I didn't need all three variations, but it's always nice to get some more Mini GT. I think the only Mini GT I really have is the Senna NSX. So that's super. Or McLaren, not NSX. All right, anyway, so I picked those two up from him. I also got these two, sticking with MIJO exclusive stuff. These two Buick Grand Nationals, and these are Johnny Lightning Buick Grand Nationals. So, really awesome. These are MIJO exclusive Johnny Lightning, and I believe, almost 100% certain, it is the same tooling. Yeah, it's definitely the same tooling as this one. So we're going to get to look at 3 Grand Nationals in the second segment of the video. And then, skipping over the rest of the stuff that, we'll go into the other stuff that I got from SC Diecast in a moment. Oh, one more thing from that van guy. Another van, a Johnny Lightning boogie van, a boogie van that I was missing. So thank you again for that. This we're not going to open because all these Johnny Lightning I'm about to show you are going to be part of a 10-cart Tuesday. I picked up this from Josh Shampoo, found out I already had it, so this is a spare. This is the Blacked Out Series Street Freaks, what is it, 2018 release 3, so this is a double. I got these from my buddy Bob, just some Johnny Lightning Dodge Charger, a Plymouth GTX, a Plymouth Barracuda, right there, in the Mopar Muscle series. So picked up those Johnny Lightnings. I think all of these are castings I did not have, so that's why I grabbed them. And then 2 Holiday Classic. These things just have amazing paint on them. One's a Ford Mustang and one's a Dodge Super Bee. So we're not going to open up either of these in the second segment because I got too much to look at in the second segment, and those will be part of Johnny Lightning 10-Car Tuesday episodes, which I've been able to film a few of those, as well as these 4 cars too. These 4 cars are actually from a new series of Classic Gold. Well, it's 2018 release 4, but I think it's basically just came out now. These are all version A's. I still need to get the version B's of all of these cars, but you got the Pontiac Firebird and the 350Z. Very cool. And then the Mustang Mach 1 and the 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. Very, very nice. Round 2 Johnny Lightning. And these I'm going to have to toss into 10-Car Tuesday episodes as well because we're just not going to have the time in the second segment. Okay, so there's that. And then I guess we'll get into Greenlight. All this Greenlight stuff I got from SC Diecast. Again, he gave me a really good deal on this stuff as well as some of this Autoworld stuff we're going to look at in a second. So, I guess from Hollywood Series 22, we got the Lincoln Continental from Entourage. I don't know which ones of these we're going to look at in the second segment yet. I haven't decided. We'll see how many cars we got. So this one, it's just a tooling I didn't have. I didn't have the Lincoln Continental, so I don't have the hardtop version. This is the convertible. So I'll need to get the hardtop version too at some point. And then I got these 2 U.S. Postal Service. I don't know if these are both hobby exclusive. I know this one is. So I got the 71 Jeep DJ5 and the USPS LLV with mailbox. So I got those 2. Really cool. So nice to get examples of those toolings. Picked up another 77 Dodge B100, one that I did not have. You know, I'm a van collector, so I had to grab that. So that from the Norman Rockwell Series 1. And then, let's see here. This is another hobby exclusive, this 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28, the very first Camaro Z28. This is a hobby exclusive. I really don't know the story behind this car, but I thought it looked really cool. See that Camaro on kind of a vintage racing livery, so I decided to go ahead and pick that up. So pretty cool. I do have this tooling, but I just thought that one looked cool, so I picked it up. And then I picked up 2 from the Barrett-Jackson Series 3. One is the 1970 Pontiac GTO Judge, which looks absolutely fantastic. So that's a really cool one. And then I picked up the 1968 Dodge Charger RT Hemi. The Barrett-Jackson series from Greenlight's actually really, really nice. They seem to be really high quality sometimes in comparison, and they're nice, realistic, you know, civilian livery vehicles. So that's pretty cool. I like the auction series. All right, so that's all of Greenlight. Then we're going to get into Autoworld for a second. One item is from Suresh. That's that one right there. I'm just hoarding that, so don't need to open it. I've got one loose, and I've got another one carded, and now I've got another one carded. So, I don't know. I'm becoming an Autoworld hoarder, which eventually I'll probably start purging some of that stuff, but for now, it's getting hoarded. And then from my buddy Josh Shampoo again, both of these birds. These are both the Walmart exclusive of this series, which was in release 5. So that's when they just numbered releases too. They weren't like, it wasn't like 2016 release, whatever. These came out in 2016, I think. But so both of these birds are Walmart exclusive. This one's got the chicken on the hood, where the card art does not. The card art's got the chicken on the hood on this one, but the card does not. And that's how you know it was a Walmart exclusive, beyond just having the sticker on the front. So those are from Josh, and those are just gonna get added into the vault. And then from my buddy Todd, I just picked up this. He had this laying on his table. I'm like, I'll grab that from you. Yeah, I already have it. So both loose and carded, and I got a third carded one, or a second carded one. This is one that I did not have, however. This is the CPCC Diecast Toys Gaming and More Central Pennsylvania's Collectors Con. August 3rd through the 5th, 2018, limited edition, one of 1512, 1971 Dodge Dart. He got this for a steal off of a Facebook group. These things, buying them new off of their site were expensive. I don't remember exactly how much they were. But he got this for like $7. So that's a deal. And I was fantastically glad that he got that and said, hey, you need this? I'm like, yeah, I need that. So I didn't have this one. This is an Autoworld I didn't have. I don't have the Ultra Red of it. And people are asking crazy amounts for the Ultra Red of this. So I don't know exactly whether ever 3% to 1512 is how many there are. So there's not that many of them out there. So I guess that's probably why people are asking a lot for them. But we're definitely going to open this one up. We will open that one up in the second segment. All right, the rest of this stuff. Oh, I think one more item from Todd. That was this one here, the 1967 Ford Mustang GT. Very, very cool. So that's awesome. This is from release 2. And I never opened this one, so I already have one carded, and the one I have carded is in really good shape. Like, it's beautifully carded. There's no scuffing on the packaging or anything. The packaging is kind of wrecked, so I guess this is going to be my opener. So that's pretty cool. And again, those are just, that Mustang's not exactly that easy to find, and so that's why when I'm starting to get these cars, I'm starting to kind of hang on to them. Now, what I'm really starting to hang on to is these Release 3 cars. Now, these came from SC Diecast. SC Diecast bought a collection that contained a lot of Autoworld in it, and I bought quite a few from it in the past, and I got some more from it this time. In fact, they were so generous that, because I bought a bunch of other stuff from them, they actually threw these in to the sale for nothing. So they're like, you know, I appreciate your shout outs in the videos. Like, we don't have a formal arrangement where I shout them out and get free stuff by any means at all. But occasionally they throw me really good deals. But this time I was just blown away because he literally goes, you know what, I'm just going to throw you those Autoworld cars. You can have those. And I'm like, what? So absolutely crazy, insane. Thank you very, very much for that. Here's a Series 3. So this is just a premium Series 3, but still a very difficult one to come across. Is this Mercury. So glad to have that. So we're not going to open any of these in the second segment because the majority of these I already have, and some of them I already have loose. Well, all of them I already have, technically. And then these two Firebirds, the 76 Firebird, and this is from Licensed Premium Release 3, so you got your Set A and Set B. So very cool. Let's get those. Another dupe of those. And then the Set A and Set B from that same release of the 1966 Chevy Chevelle SS396. Those. And if you know anything about Autoworld, if you guys come across any licensed premium release 3 at any of your meets or toy shows or anything like that, and someone's got prices on those that are like normal retail store bought stuff, pick them all up. Do it. These were, if you know anything about Autoworld, you know that these cars in particular are some of the toughest ones to actually get a hold of, regardless of the fact whether they're an ultra red or not. This is the Dodge Swinger in this like butterscotch color. And then the 1970 Dodge Challenger RT in this beautiful kind of it's not, I don't know, is it orange? I guess it is kind of it's a reddish orange. And it's very awesome. And again, they're tough. They're tough gets. So anytime I see them, I will be picking them up, and I will be probably hoarding them. And then eventually down the line, I'll probably use them as trade bait with other Autoworld collectors, just to, you know, help out collections that are having a hard time filling the holes in their collection with those cars, because they are tough. And when they do come up on eBay, you can get lucky and get them cheap. And so if you see them, pick them up. But majority of the time you're gonna pay for them. So pretty good amount. So all right, so that's it. We're gonna go ahead and flip this camera around. We're gonna take a look at, for sure, all this stuff I've got in front of me right here, and probably some of this Greenlight stuff too. I don't know. I haven't done a Greenlight 10 Car Tuesday, and I don't think I really can, because I don't, well, actually, I take that back. I bet you I could. So we might save some of that Greenlight stuff. We're going to save it at least for the end. I'm going to get through this stuff, and we'll see what kind of time we're working with. All right, so let's flip the camera around, and let's take a look at some of this cool stuff. Stick around. All right, so let's free some of these cars from the plastic prisons that they are in. And starting with this one here. Limited edition. So this was made for a, I guess, Central Pennsylvania's Collector Con, which I live nowhere near Pennsylvania, so obviously I did not attend. Here's some more data on it. So pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up now. Autoworld really hasn't done a lot of promo pieces like this. There have been a couple, I should say, namely, I think there's been one more in the deluxe line that I don't have, and then there's been some toy show, whatever, pieces, or toy fair, I should say, pieces that have been out in the past. But anyway, so they don't do a lot of this, or they haven't done a lot of it, I should say. Not saying that they're not going to do a lot of it, but so this is kind of an interesting little one. It's a cool car for sure. It's got the yellow striping on the black look really great. The wheels look really good on this car. This Swinger was never a casting that I really thought was that cool when it originally came out, but they've done some really neat versions of it. So, including this one right here. So that is pretty awesome. So I am glad to check that off of the Autoworld list and add it to my Autoworld collection, just to take a look. Like, this is the original release of this Swinger in this lime green color. It's pretty cool. It's this tiny little car. It's pretty awesome. And then this is that like butterscotchish color one that I just showed you in the first segment of the video. This is the one I have loose. Just cool, kind of what they've done with this. It's the same casting, you know, and it kind of looks wildly different depending on the hood that you put on it, and the tooling for the hood, and just like the wheels and paint and how it all comes together. So pretty awesome. So I'm glad to add that guy to the collection. So awesome. Thanks, Todd. I really appreciate that. All right, so next let's take a look at these Mini GT. Let's start with this yellow one right here. So here's a look at the Mini GT TSM model. MIJO exclusive, limited to 6,000 pieces in Phoenix yellow. Here's a look at the back of the card. So pretty cool. I think these things have chases. I think they do. Again, it's not something I'm going to go after or anything like that, but you get a box for the model, which I'm a fan of that, and I'm guessing this plastic piece does fit inside. It looks like it does, just barely. So that is awesome. And then here is the model itself. And if you haven't had a Mini GT in your collection, I definitely recommend you check them out because, oh, never mind. That's right. That's what they do. So there is already a plastic piece in this box to hold the model. That's how they do it. That is a really cool feature, I think. So you have a way to store the model, and the box is actually very robust. It's a very thick cardboard. The printing on it is, I don't know, it just feels really high quality. So here's a look at the yellow one. And these cars are built so solid. They're heavy. They are metal on metal. They're screwed together. They do have rubber tires. They typically are going to have inserted detail for headlights and taillights, as they do in this one. Very detailed in the back here. This back wing is made of plastic, but it is really hard, like plastic. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Just like the McLaren Senna car that I've shown in a previous video. These are right up there with that in like just the quality and detail in these little parts and like how robust they still feel. They don't feel fragile, which is really cool. So let's just pull out this white one right away in Championship white. And let's go ahead and pull it out. I don't think there's any difference in the tooling for this one. But again, it comes with a box that has that plastic insert in it. And the white one looks amazing. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. The white with the red accents. Yeah, that looks really good. Really good. And you can get a look at that detail on the back. So let's kind of compare the two. Definitely can see more detail in the white one. And again, just it doesn't feel cheap in any way, shape, or form. Nothing about it feels cheap. It rolls really well. You know, it's not going to win any downhill races, but it's just, I don't know. I'm very impressed with the Mini GTs I've had. Now, they haven't come up with a lot of castings yet that I'm begin really excited about. I think they're the ones that are coming out with the is that Mini GT coming out with the Koenigsegg? Might be them. But yeah, really. I always mix up some Mini GT stuff that's coming out Mini GT with stuff that's coming out Tarmac Works. It might be Tarmac Works that's doing the I don't know. I can't remember. I think whatever. You guys let me know in the comments down below who's coming out with the Koenigsegg. I think it is Mini GT, but and now just looking at these, I kind of hope it is them because these things are just. I like what they're doing. I really do. Now this is the second and third model that I have of them, and the three that I have, I am just absolutely impressed with. It's got like, it's honestly, I hate to say it, it's got like a almost an Autoworld feel to the quality of it. It just, they feel heavy and they feel solid. They're really good. All right, so let's take a look at these racing champions. Let's start with this DuPage County, Illinois Animal Control. These Police USAs are pretty cool. They are authentic liveries from police stations. And the cool thing is I actually have an Appleton one. And Appleton's the town I live in. They made one for my little town, which is awesome. I have it. I've shown it in a previous video. I think it's an Appleton Fire Department. But yeah, here's your DuPage County Animal Patrol. If you're not familiar with these Chevy vans from Racing Champions, they are pretty nice. They have, they're all metal. At least the majority of them are. This one's all metal, and it's heavy. Not all of them have these little add-ons up here. This rear section does open. The cargo doors do open. I'm not going to open them right now just because I don't want to mess with it. But they're just cool vans. They're really cool. So anytime I can get any of these at a reasonable price, of course I grab them. And the next one is this Lansing, Illinois Police Department. I'm just going to pull it out here and show it. This one's just got your standard light bar. Wild colors. It's definitely had to be like 90s, early 90s. Drug and Gang, or 80s. Community Awareness Unit. Lansing Lions Club. Purple. Still really cool. And again, you got rubber tires. It's metal body, metal base. It's heavy. The rear does open. There's really nothing in the back to look at, so we don't really need to do that. But pretty cool piece. So yeah, like I said, these things are cool. You can find them. These authentic police cruisers from the 1930s and 1990s. They do a bunch of vans, and I definitely don't have. I only have these two and one other one, and that's it. But really cool, really cool. Definitely, indeed. All right, so there is those, and then let's take a look at. Ooh, dropped one of my Mini GTs, and of course it survived. Let's take a look at some Grand Nationals. Starting with this one from Racing Champions, new for 2017. So this is already a couple years old now. In this stark white. This casting's really cool, and it looks actually really great in white. Bad Grand National. So this tooling on the base of it is printed with Johnny Lightning, and it came out in the Racing Champions line. Now, I know it was used in Racing Champions back in the day as well. So again, I'm still confused over that. Obviously, they were owned by the same company, so the toolings were used for under both brands. And obviously, we're going to see them in both brands today because I've got two Johnny Lightnings that we're going to take a look at after this one. But I do really like this one. It does look really nice in this white. I was trying to get that hood open. I'm not going to bother. I do have it in the black version too. I apologize I did not get it out for this video, but it is absolutely fantastic. And then they also came out with like just some other colors and stuff. So yeah, let's take a look at these two MIJO exclusive ones. We got one in black and one in black and silver. Let's take a look at the black one first. Love it. That looks completely awesome. These are limited to 3,600 pieces. They should be still available at a hobby dealer near you. I know SC Diecast does still have probably a bunch of these yet. Don't know what the white lightnings look like. That would be interesting to see. I know I would love to have a gold strike of this. That would be so awesome. A Racing Champions gold strike of this. Just really cool. I'm sure they're really expensive, but man, that looks mean. Those wheels look great. They have the little Buick logo printed inside of them. BF Goodrich tires. Man, they just look good. It looks really good. What is that? 87 GNX. Yeah, that looks. And that's a fantastic little piece of 1/64 scale. Goodness. And then here's this one here. This one's definitely no slouch either. In black and silver. Oh, I guess you guys might be interested in muscle facts. Both of these are different. So there's that. And then there's those. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and open this one up. And again, this is the same. It's limited to... Actually, this one is more limited. This one's only 2016 pieces instead of 3,600. So they probably figured it's not going to be as popular as the all-black one. But again, you got same style wheels except for the chrome. You do get the Buick logo in the middle there. This one's a T-type Buick Regal. And... really cool. Let's see here, this front piece. That's one thing about these castings is they do have a plastic bumper grill piece. I'm just trying to see if that looks like it's straight on there or not. Looks like it. Oh yeah, it's on there good. Just looks a little bit wonky for some reason. But there it is. Yeah, these things are very cool. super awesome. I would love to drive one of these around in real life, have it as my daily driver, at least for the summer. Just a cool car. I think they just look awesome. I love like this kind of like style. The 80s cars are somewhat cool to me. I like the ones that are very, very just boxy looking. They have not a lot of curve to them, and it's just, I don't know, they're just really, really cool to me for whatever reason. And these cars are awesome. All three of these are just awesome. So glad to add them to the collection. So it's weird now. It's like, do I put this with my Johnny Lightning collection, or do I put this with my Racing Champions collection? Even though it was branded as Racing Champions coming out, if I forgot that I pulled it out of a Racing Champions package, there's nothing that really says it's a Racing Champions on the base, I don't think. It's stamped Johnny Lightning, so curious. All right, so there's that. And then I think the only thing else we're going to look at today, so we are going to skip that Greenlight stuff. That's going to be thrown into a 10 Car Tuesday episode. We're going to take a look at some Hot Wheels. Starting with this Sugar Daddy Super Van. Get that open. Well, there's not much to look at with this thing. It's like kind of like a pop culture kind of thing going on to it. So, but it's cool to check it off the list. Nice blister pull, Sugar Daddy, delicious Sugar Daddy milk caramel pop. Kind of cool that they put a base on here that's not like super polished or whatever. It's got just a straight like Zamac kind of dull metal look, which actually looks pretty cool. Most of these that have this metal base, the base is usually much shinier. But it does look cool. I mean, I guess there's really not much to look at with this, but it's a van that I needed, and since I'm trying to collect all of these, I had to have it, and this was just one of those ones that's kind of tough to get, just because it was only available in that multi-pack. I think it was like a 10-pack of these cars or something like that, so really cool to get that. All right, and then lastly, another thing that's really cool to get are these. Here's the Back to the Future time machine from the original Retro Entertainment series. These came out, where is the date? Pretty sure this is the original release, so it's 2012. Go ahead and open it up. And there it is. So I believe this is the original release of this time machine, and it's interesting because it is painted gray, or painted silver, I guess, when the other ones are going to be Zamac, the more common one. So it's from the original Back to the Future series, or the original Back to the Future movie, I should say. And it's really cool to get that. So happy to have that. Thanks, Justin. I really appreciate the amazing deal that you gave me on both these cars. And then this one, definitely had to check off the list. The DeLorean DMC 12 from the Hot Wheels Boulevard series. I was not collecting when the Boulevard series came out. So any Boulevard car casting that I collect is kind of tough to get at the moment because the series, I mean, these cars go for, I think, a decent amount of money. I don't know. I didn't look this one up on eBay or anything, but usually they do go for a bit. So happy to get this one. This is the best version, I think, of this casting is this one, because it is Zamac. And if you know anything about the real car was not a painted automobile. It was all stainless steel. So this one is probably the closest you're going to get to the actual DeLorean in a Hot Wheels would be this Boulevard version. I think it's the best version. And now I finally have it. So I am happy to get that. That is awesome. All right, so that is actually going to be it for this video. We're done. I'm not going to go over any of that Greenlight stuff, and we've already been at it here for over a half hour. So I'm going to let you get your time back here. And thank you again for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting. Please subscribe. My goal is to try to hit 10,000 subscribers this year. I think that would be an amazing thing for me to do. So help me out. And like, comment, subscribe. Tell other people to subscribe. If you enjoy the channel, obviously, if you're going to watch it. I don't need people that subscribe that don't watch it. So, yeah. Anyway, there's that. All right. So, thanks again for bearing with me for another week. And enjoy your day.